Okay, so it is, the cleanup process for that is like forever. That is so pretty. I use a mood board. Okay, so it is the evening, people, and we are headed into Lowe's because this is what we do. We are coming into Lowe's to pick up some material and for our clients, and we're now going into the interior of the house to remodel that. So it's pretty windy out here. So where are we headed to first? We're headed to the paint section first. Now my client has dogs, so the best thing for her to do is to go with satin because it's easier to wipe down. If she went with the flat or a matte or an eggshell, I wouldn't suggest that. The cleanup process for that is like forever. Or you'll have to just go ahead and start touching up in your house. You got dogs or kids, I recommend satin. I'm able to clean down and wipe down everything, walls, baseboards, everything with satin paint. So I love, love, love that satin paint. But I will say that I did go matte in my own dining room. Remember when I did our dining room and I chose the plum robe? And choosing that flat color was a choice because I wanted to be able to distinguish the different textures on my wall. That was more of a design purpose. So, and my kids are a lot bigger, so I trust the process, and I only have 2 small areas that I did the flat paint with. So I went with the flat with that color, and it looks beautiful. So go back and check that video, my dining room makeover video. It's right here in the cards. Go back and check that video out because that video shows you how I did that whole process. It's actually a playlist, so watch the playlist and see the whole process transform. But I went ahead and I went flat with that color, okay? And then I kept everything else satin. So yeah, I recommend satin for your walls if you have dogs, children, if you know that it's a messy area, satin. Okay, so now we have our paint person mixing the paint. Do we have any news? Okay, she's gonna put it in there. Okay, now we have to go ahead back this way so we can go get the rest of our material. And where's our cart? He gave our buggy away. Okay. So we're going to pick up the materials that we have to install for her tomorrow. So we have mirrors, we have, what else do we have? We have mirrors, we have faucet fixtures, we have 3 mirrors to get, so those are 24 by I believe 36. So we have 3 of those. Now in one of her bathrooms, which is her master bathroom, what I did was, she has a very big mirror in there, and I'll show you, you'll get to see all that. But she has a big mirror in her master bathroom, so the designer and me was like, hey, just get 2 mirrors and put them, give them some space in between, because she has a big enough wall to fit 224 by 36s. So I'm excited to see how that space is gonna transform. We have an exterior door to get, we have an interior door to get, and we got paint. What else? There's a lot on the list. I mean, come on, brain ain't working right now. Oh, we got to get vanity lights, and we need the vanity. Oh, and a toilet. So that is what we are coming in here for. We're probably going to go ahead and pay for everything and then pick up the rest tomorrow in the morning. What I wanted to do was just go ahead and pick up all these materials today so we can just boom, shoot right over to our client's home. But everything doesn't always work out the way we want it to work out. So we are going to pick up the small things right now and then get the bigger stuff tomorrow in the morning. Okay, we are headed to the mirror section because we're gonna be picking out some mirrors. I wanted you guys to see what mirrors we went with. Let's see. Where can we find these mirrors? Huh. Okay, I see hanging mirrors there. I usually know where everything is at. Okay, here's our selection. Okay, here's what I'm gonna tell you guys, that I really like that mirror right there. That is so pretty. Yeah, I'm gonna consider that for my bathroom upgrades, but we shall move forward because my husband is standing close to me, so we can't talk too loud when we're talking about different styles that we may put in the bathroom. Yeah, you can't make decisions alone. So here's our selection. It was something, I don't see what I picked out in here. It could be down here though. In 2 minutes? 10? What? Okay, we got the paint. Then we'll just start painting tomorrow. Okay, here's what I got. It was this one. I think it was this one. That's not the same one. It was this. That's not the same. It's this. Okay, we are going to wrap this day on up and head to the next day. All right, we got the tools secured, all the DeWalt tools in the bag.
It is time. It is time.
How do you feel about your tools in the bag?
It is my day.
It is your day?
It is my day.
We gonna let you have it.
Demo day.
It's demo day?
It's demo day.
Okay. Demo day, you heard the boss.
Long awaited. It's been too long. It's happening today.
It's happening today, okay. All right, so we got our tools, we got the paint. So we're gonna be painting this area here. And we're gonna be getting to work. Guys, we're excited. Now we get to get and be in some nice, fresh AC. So what we're going to be doing, because I know, we all was trying to figure out if we were going to take this frame out with the door or were we just gonna keep the door. Well, you will see which one we do. Either we are gonna take out the entire framework or we're gonna keep the door. So, and then let's go to the bathroom. So remember how I told you guys earlier that things changed, the scope changed in the interior and what the client wanted us to do. So now they want to keep the tile, which I think the tile is pretty, it's nice for this bathroom. And we're just gonna go ahead, freshen up the walls, we're gonna change out the mirrors, and we are going to do a new vanity for lights, new light vanity. And then we're gonna go ahead and change the entire vanity out, new faucet, new toilet. That's all we're doing in here. So I'm excited to see the transformation on that. Black towel rack, a black kitchen door. Then we're gonna go ahead and gonna change that door out. Boom. And then nothing with the kitchen, that's still the same. Then we're gonna go into the master bedroom and we are going to do away with the existing mirror and put 2 mirrors. Gonna go ahead and put 2 mirrors in here. Let's turn on the light. We're gonna go ahead and put 2 mirrors on either side, and then we're gonna do the vanity light, okay? We're not doing anything with the vanity, and I'm just gonna paint this area right here, okay? We're not doing anything with the shower, and then we're gonna go ahead and change the handle out, okay? That's what we're doing. Okay, and that is gonna be it for this remodel. The client only wanted to do those few things, but we are going to be doing later a bigger project in here. So stay tuned for that later on in the episodes. So that is what we're doing in here today. Yeah, I'm gonna take you guys on the journey with us like always. And yeah, let's get into it. Oh, and later, we're gonna head back to Lowe's so we can pick up those materials we didn't get to pick up yesterday because it was way too late. We went like really late when it was time for Lowe's to close, and we only had 2 minutes to shop. I was so tired, I didn't even know what time it was. And my husband was like, they're getting ready to close in 2 minutes. I don't know why I thought I had the world of time in there, but yeah, no. So we're gonna go ahead and go back today, pick up the materials, and I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. So I am putting out the plastic protective floors from when we're pouring the paint into the pan. So I got my pan here, and we have our paint color. All right. So we're gonna give this paint a shake, 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 shake. Shake, 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 shake. Shake, 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 shake. Yeah, I know, I look crazy. But that's how we get the job done, by looking crazy. All right. So now I'm gonna get my paint can opener, and I'm gonna go find it. My husband had it, and then I put it away for him. So it should be, if I'm correct, it should be in this paint box right here. Oh, found it. Here we go. To it. Nice gray paint. This paint looks so different inside of this house. It looks like a lavender, and this is actually a real, it's a gray, but the paint color is called grayish. It's kind of like, it is grayish in here, but it's showing like a lavender color. It's pulling that lavender color out. So let's get to pouring the paint. So now we got that poured. Let's start painting the wall and let's get this done. Okay, and then I also wanted you guys to know that the customer went with the same exact color in the house as well as she did on the outside of the house. So she really liked the colors all the way around. There was nothing she wanted to change. She just wanted to refresh all of the areas, and that's exactly what we're doing. So we're just giving her a nice fresh coat of paint on the wall with the same color. So you'll be seeing us just apply the paint in here. Okay, and now my husband is going around taking the covers off, the light covers off, and the plug covers off. Here we go. So let's give them a close-up. Here we go. Boom. All right. Oh, what is that? That just looks like some webs, some built up webs and stuff. Okay. So we're taking all those out because we want to be neat painters. We want to be some neat painters, and we want to make sure, because these covers, these plug covers look pretty good. They're in pretty good shape, and I'm sure the client will want to keep them. So that is what we're doing. Okay, let's get started. Let's get our handy dandy roller prepared. I like this roller because this roller allows you to press this button and extend. Look at that. In just a matter of seconds. They have a whole lot of these out there. If you don't have one, stop living up underneath a rock, because this right here is gonna get you everywhere you need to go. Highest and hard to reach spaces. And like my husband said, it makes you what?
Tall.
It makes you tall. So I really like this. This is definitely something that is the most used, as you can see. Yeah, we've had long years, nice long years with this. It has served us well. So let's get our roller cover. So if I don't have one of these, I definitely have one of these, because I like to get a large quantity of these because we're always painting. And so these are just 9-inch roller covers that we use, and I like to use them. This is from Project Source, and yeah, just pop him right in there, and start painting. Let's start painting. Project Source is a Lowe's brand. Although I don't have a sponsor with them, and no, this is not affiliated any kind of way. I am just letting you guys know because we've worked with these products for the longest. So this is a Lowe's brand. It works really well. It works the way it's supposed to, how we need it to work. Of course, when you have different textured walls, you'd have to go with a different kind of roller cover. These come in nap sizes. This one here is a 3/8 of a nap size, and for your more textured wall, you'd have to go a little thicker than that nap size in order to be able to have full coverage on that textured wall. But for us, thank God, we only have walls that are nice, smooth. I mean, they have a little bit of, that texture, but nothing that's rough. So we went in with a 3/8 of an inch of a nap size. So yes, beginner friendly people, if you didn't know, now you know, it's the nap size. If you have your textured wall, go with a thicker one. And if you have a smooth surface, go ahead and put that 3/8 of an inch of a nap size roller cover on there and get started painting. All right, so let's get into it. Okay, a lot of times, sometimes when we can remember, we carry this around in our handy dandy bucket, because this right here goes, you pop this right on top of your paint can, and it's less spills, less of a mess. Even if it falls, this here holds tight. And it also has this cover piece right here, so you're able to close this piece right here, so that way you're adjusting the levels on how the paint actually comes out of the spout, right? So less mess, less splash, and we use this. So let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, so here we go. Go ahead and pop that on. Okay, so now that we got that on there securely and tight, this right here, like I was saying, increases the flow or decreases the flow of how the paint comes out. And so now we have this to decrease spills, and we can put the cap on too, just to make sure that nothing falls out of it. But we put that on nice and tidy, and now we are ready to get this job started. So how does it feel up there?
Like my head is gonna go through the ceiling.
Well, it's looking good. You got a nice hand, nice precision, brush is clean. Not bumping the ceiling. Not bumping the ceiling.
Nope.
How many times did you bump the ceiling?
0.
Ooh, that gum must be good.
I feel sorry for this gum. I had it for 2-3 hours. It's just taking abuse at this point.
Yeah, definitely looks like it. Okay. All right, well, while you're doing that, we're gonna head over to the bathroom. So we have our paintbrush. And you're gonna pop this right on open. See? After we shake it, give it a nice little shake. We're gonna go ahead, pop that off, and get some interior bathroom painting done. Okay. And pour that paint right into the pan. There we go. Take any excess paint off of the sides. Whoops. Okay. There we go. Catch any drips. We don't want any drips. No drips. Okay. And put the top right back on there. And get some of this bathroom interior painting done. Nice brush colors. They're taking this out, so we don't have to worry about that. Uh-oh. Okay, so after we're finished painting, we are going to be headed out to Lowe's to go pick up the exterior door and the interior door. So let's go ahead and install that today. Yep. I don't really. One thing I'm gonna always do is touch some paint. Goodness. I just want to stay clean for one time. Just one time. Okay. Let's get into it. And I'm telling you, if you can't see it through the camera, it looks like this paint is a lavender gray. So even if my customer was to change the gray, because inside of Lowe's, this paint did not look like lavender. It looked like a full-on light gray color. So I'm not really sure. What's happening here. But I'm sure that the hues, the lavender hues, are the thing that is pulling more out of the paint. So, I will let you guys know throughout these episodes that I really enjoy doing the exterior paint. Okay, let's get down here. First thing I'm gonna paint it. Okay. So we're doing the bathroom. Painting the bathroom. All the way to the top. And we try our hardest not to hit the ceiling. That is what we pay attention to. Not hitting the ceiling. Let's not hit the ceiling because then you create more work for yourself. So try not to hit the ceiling. Okay? No ceiling hitting with the paint. Right? And we're going to do the same thing. Our consistency is up and down strokes. Rarely do I ever do like horizontal on top of a vertical or vertical on top of a horizontal unless I'm trying to get to a hard to reach area. But this here, I like to keep my strokes the same consistency. That way we don't see any hard lines or anything like that. All right. So now, okay. There we go. All right. Nice consistent stroke. There we go. Bam. We're going to go ahead and remove these light fixture. We're going to go ahead and move these light fixture wall covers and the plug wall cover. I'm going to go ahead and remove that, but we shall keep it moving. This is a very small bathroom, so there's not a whole lot of room. So, but we are painting a small bathroom. And I will say for a small bathroom, it is good to put light colors in your small bathroom because it makes it look bigger. Now I will say a small bathroom with dark colors and light trim, it's all upon the way you do it. It's all upon the way you design your bathroom. And I think, in my opinion, when you go with detail, trim work, baseboard, what do we call it? Crown molding, tile, all of that plays a part. Your fixture color, and then what you decide to put the fixtures that you decide, like wall, shelving, organization. All of that stuff plays a huge part in your small bathroom to make it look big. In order to make your small bathroom look big, I believe that quite a few things take into measure, and that is how you design it, how you lay out your interior bathroom, small bathroom, and the color choice. Definitely. Now let me go get some more paint and probably a ladder or my husband. Thank you, sir, so kindly. Go ahead and get this piece right here because I believe I'm tall enough for this area here. So yeah, like I was saying, a small bathroom, a design layout, and to make it look big and functional, I think it's gonna go all according to your decor. It's gonna go all according to your design layout and what you choose in color, things like that. So you gotta take all that into consideration. And yeah, really good way to tell what you really want in the bathroom is to do a mood board. That is a really good way to identify. They have apps out there to help you put paint on the wall, inspiration, all those things. I've used them before. We use the app sometimes to get inspiration on different styles and designs and see what new creative ideas I can come up with. So definitely we'll be sharing that stuff with you guys pretty soon, because they have some awesome apps and the innovative ways we can see what we're designing, how we're designing it. And another good thing to go on, another really good app that I use all of the time, my go-to is Pinterest. I love Pinterest for design layouts and to get inspiration. I mean, Pinterest is my go-to. How many of you guys are using Pinterest for your inspos on your interior home designs and exterior home designs, whether you're doing garden planning, whatever it is? I mean, Pinterest is one of my top places that I go. And I don't stop there. I have also done so many homes we've remodeled, and also there's so many inspirations there as well. So I've gotten, some of my creativity and vision from there, and then just doing it all the time and seeing what I like, seeing what my style is, and going from there. So and not too long from now, I mean, I know we're doing this remodel and this makeover, and it looks beautiful. But I cannot wait to do my own bathroom. My bathroom is very simple. It is very just like blah. And I cannot wait to remodel my bathroom. That's coming very, very soon because I want to get, right now I'm planning for it, but I want to get extremely intentional in that space because that's gonna be where I get my spa time at and, you know, just let my hair down and relax. So definitely cannot wait for that. So stay tuned for that. That video is coming very soon, but I cannot wait to start buying the material and designing my space out all the way. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be beautiful. I do have a surprise. I do have a surprise video coming very, very soon. Very, very soon. And it is my entryway video. So excited. We were able to start that project back up. And you can go and update yourself in those videos. We have a whole playlist dedicated to our entryway and our home, our entryway videos. I will be, within the next day or so, you'll see an update on my entryway video. So go to those videos, go to that playlist, go to that video, my entryway makeover videos, my extreme entryway makeover videos, and go binge watch those episodes so you can get yourself all the way up to date before I give you an update on, if you haven't watched it already, and if you're new here, and update yourself before I upload this new video. But if you have watched it already, I have an update coming for you guys. So you won't want to miss that. Okay, I think we got all of the areas we could get here. Let's see. Yeah. I think we got all of the areas we can get, and now I'm gonna go ahead and cut in. And that's what takes the time, cutting in, making sure that everything looks good, everything looks nice, and you know, you're definitely have to take your time with this cut in. What I like to do is flatten out my brush. When I am doing cutting, flatten out my brush to the point. I like to use an angled paintbrush to get into my corners, flatten out my brush as I'm going, go back over my areas with a full coat of paint, and then voila, you've got full coverage. And that's how I like to do it. It minimizes the risk of me hitting any of the material, any of the things that's in the way. So, here we go. Bam. See that? Effortless. Love it. Okay. Here we go. Now, also keep in mind, we're getting rid of this vanity, so this vanity will be gone. So we came here early this morning and we decided that we would go ahead and get this and get the painting out of the way. That way when we got all the material that we're about to go and get, we can just pop that on in. I think the painting is the thing that takes the most time. Gonna get down here.
It ain't like you can't say no drywall. It's an insert. It's like
Oh. Well, you didn't break that one. That one fell.
ain't like you wanted to say that you wanted to use it for future purposes. Antique. Tell your greatest of grandkids. You should hang towels on these.
Tell your greatest of grandkids. Okay, now we're left with 2 holes. And we're doing the same thing here?
Yeah, so yeah, I gotta go. That can't stay.
Yeah. Okay, and while I was away, someone had the audacity to take the mirror out the bathroom and not record it. How could you? You don't want to show the people?
Huh?
The people want to know.
What happened? So what had happened was I was doing my job.
Okay.
And I had a hammer. And there was a mirror and some stuff that needed to be demoed, taken out. And I had a hammer.
Oh. You didn't have the camera, you had the hammer.
Yeah, my hands were full.
Oh,
Like, the
okay.
hammer. And
All right.
I took the mirror out and
What's this you're doing with your hands?
and
What's
then I
that?
beat it. I beat all of that out, took it out, and I just rammed it, and I took all this extra old velvet stuff, and I just rammed it out, and I took it, and I bam, bam, and I yanked it, and I pulled it, and I
That's
was like,
aggressive. That's a lot of aggression.
and then I was like, yeah, come here.
Oh, okay.
And then I stopped because I didn't film it.
Yeah.
She's not here. It's probably not gonna go well.
Yeah.
But there's a plus. There's a pro. I remember that if I didn't do any more, then I could film the rest of it.
Okay.
Like you're here now. Yay, us demoing and videoing. Yeah. So yeah, that's what happened. Won't happen again though.
Yeah, don't do that again. Okay.
Demo timeout is not a nice place. Demo timeout, I've been there a few times. It's not a nice place to be in demo timeout. So.
Demo timeout. Game over.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna do better.
You're gonna do better?
Yes.
Okay.
So much better.
All right. But you have done an amazing job. He finished off the bathroom and he did all of the cut-in. Look at that. Nice. Nice. We always say he does nice work. He does amazing work. So he's done all the cut-in and he took out the mirror. So that's all amazing. And now we can put our new mirror back in. We're going to patch up those holes and make a nice smooth surface. But everything is covered with paint. And it looks a little messy in here. So trust the process. And now he's taking out, aggressively takes out
This is gentle.
the tissue holder.
This is gentle.
Oh, there it goes.
No
Okay.
break. You can find this, we'll be auctioning it off on eBay. Antiques.
Oh, wow.
Take no offense if any of you all still have these.
Oh.
Just an FYI.
FYI.
There's a modern way of doing this now. So yeah.
Okay.
Go to Santima Homes channel. We'll have some on there.
Santima Home website?
Yes, the website.
Go to the Santima Home website.
Go to the Santima Home website, and you can find you a modern tissue holder. Very beautiful.
And beautify the space.
Just save this for your greatest of grandkids. Yeah.
Okay.
So
in the meantime, we'll have fun patching the holes up.
Beautiful holes patching.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
Amazing. Look at that. The mess that leaves. I mean, get
entire
your right
hole
here.
in your wall. I can see studs in here. Just the whole thing. But hey, that's where it was at the time before.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Well, now we're done with the paint. Let me take you into the living room. Done with the living room paint. And it looks really nice in here. It's nice and refreshed. So we just did this area over here. And we trailed it on down. We did the cut in top and bottom. It's looking nice over here. Some of the paint is still drying. We went all the way over here to the top. And the kitchen didn't need to be done. And then we patched all those holes that was there. And yeah, now it looks like a nice, beautiful blank canvas with nice fresh paint on the wall. And here's the mirror that we didn't catch demoing on the camera. But we do have the other master bathroom that we will catch
I saved it.
demo.
I saved it for us. Like,
Okay.
yeah, I was like, yeah, we're going to kill that. I was like,
Okay.
you're going to save
We're
that.
gonna save that.
No one's going to touch that.
But in the meantime, we do have to go to Lowe's or Home Depot. We do have to go to the department store so we can go ahead and get the rest of these materials, okay? All right. Let's get it popping and happening.